let's move on. Let's talk about James Harden, the scoring dynamo, the wizard that is James Harden. Shout out to the wizard Harden. And also shout out to the wizard Future. Harden.
Stick to the model changed my life.
Harden has been on a historic scoring tear. He almost, ironically, in that game versus the Lakers, he very selfishly could have easily gotten 50 and like taken the ball when they were just fouling him, whatever. But he let Eric Gordon take the ball twice, and Eric Gordon hit, I think, 4 free throws in a row.
He let him hit the shot to even since OT.
I mean, yeah, but if Eric Gordon is on the court and he's open, give him the shot. Like they ran
Harden,
a play for him, and somebody bit on a pump fake.
But Harden very selfishly could have said, "Hey, I got 48. Give me the fucking ball. I'm James Harden."
I don't know about that. He's probably tired as hell.
He probably was.
Yeah, he's still. But I'm saying he's still in that game in the victory moments. Did what he was supposed to do. But what I liked about that is that, like, cool. Like, I can get a rest. Like, everybody know when Eric Gordon is hot, let him shoot. He was hot. Let him shoot. Like, literally. Harden, he was hot. Let him shoot.
Look.
So, I think that this has been one of the greatest scoring stretches that, we've ever seen. I'm not going to say it's top 3. Kobe has had a couple scoring stretches that have been better. Mike had a year in which he averaged 35. Harden ain't averaging 35.
He averaged 35 right now.
He is?
Yeah, it's 35.4.
Whoa, I didn't even know that. Yeah. Damn. Okay, never mind.
The lowest of keys.
Never mind. I didn't know he was at 35.
Look.
He was at 33 like a week ago.
If this continues, but he didn't have 50, 48, 50. If this continues, this is a top 5 basketball season I've ever seen in my life. If it continues. I think the best seasons I've personally seen in my life, not granted, this has to continue.
Yeah. Harden
this year. Steph Curry, when they went 73-9, one of the best seasons I've seen in my life. Even though he didn't win the MVP, LeBron in last year's one of the best seasons I've seen in my life. Kobe, when he averaged like 35, one of the best seasons I've seen in my life.
That's one of the best scoring seasons I've seen in my life.
Whatever. And maybe like Bron the year when he was shooting like 60%. From like the field, maybe was probably one of the best seasons that maybe
Miami.
Yeah. And also Russ when he averaged a triple double the first time. So that's like we get into all time like ranking with Harden season. We get into all time greatness. You've never I don't think like look and think about Harden, man. He looks like, which is why I don't think that like everybody should be so ready to just pencil in the Warriors in the finals. Like Harden, Harden was great last year. But he wasn't great this year. He was great last year, but he wasn't this great last year. Like last year, usually when Harden had great games, he also shot well. We had
Chris
a game.
Paul has to come back though.
But listen, hold on, wait. But listen, we had a game this year in which the man went 1 for 17 and still had 38 points. He went 1 from 17 from 3. That's a terrible game. Still had 38 points. He's making it as to where it's like no matter what, I'm going to score because he's just so good at drawing contact and getting fouls, which is what makes him impossible to guard. Like even his step back. The reason I think the reason why he doesn't create so much space is if you contest it, you're gonna foul me. You can't contest his shots. Even when he steps back, he steps so like not that far away from you that on step backs probably as a defender, you obviously want to like run up and get a hand up. But if you run up and get a hand up, you're gonna foul him. Especially with the rule they have now, where it's like if you had to get a shooter room to land. Actually, Harden don't go to the line enough. It was plays in that game last night against the Lakers on a couple steps. I'm like, yo, he got fouled, and they didn't call it. If they call every Harden foul, he could probably shoot 20 free throws a night. And I looked up the people saying, oh, well, in the playoffs he's not gonna get these calls. I looked it up. Last year he averaged I think 8 point something, 8 point. It was either 8.4 fucking 9.4 free throws. The year before it was like 11 free throws in the playoffs. So he still gets these calls. He gets these calls in the playoffs. They happen. And it seems like he's become better with even drawing contact. Like, we getting to the point where this is probably an all-time... Like, Scottie Pippen had to do a segment on how to guard this man.
I mean, Scottie Pippen couldn't guard him.
Actually, no. Harden's averaging 35.7, 6.4, and 8.5. So, ain't like he ain't even passing the ball.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, he has to pass the ball.
This like, man, look, we are getting to the point where this is one of the greatest NBA seasons of all time. Harden very easily could have won MVP 4 out of the last 5 years. The only year it literally was no discussion was the year that Steph won 73 games. That was the only year where like it wasn't no type of discussion. 4 out of the last 5 years, James Harden could have won MVP. Since 2014, you can make a very valid
He could
case.
have, but he didn't know. So
But still, you can make a case for somebody winning MVP 4 years in a row, 4 out of 5 years.
Yeah, Steph
you know
Curry.
how good you gotta be.
Steph Curry.
You know how good you gotta be.
Steph Curry.
That's fine. He's great. You never said me. You never heard me say Steph Curry wasn't great. So this man could have won MVP four out of the last 5 years, man. Like, look, I think it's people really need to sit back and understand what this man James Harden doing this year. Now, look, he got to continue. But Harden's getting to the point where this will be one of the best basketball seasons we've ever seen in our lives.
Yeah, my biggest problem with Harden is that in the playoffs his numbers just drop.
But see, I don't think it's gonna happen this year. The reason why I don't think is because it's just like
his numbers drop all across the board.
But look, I don't think that's. But also the reason why
he ain't shot over 30% from the 3-point line in the playoffs since 2015, 2016.
But like, look at what that man got to do in the playoffs. He got to do so much.
He ain't shot over 45% in the playoffs ever.
But look at
except for his second year in OKC.
I understand that, but look at what that man got to do. I understand that, but look at what that man got to do.
Happened once. I'm sorry, not ever once.
This is the first season where it's like other people who can spell Harden. Last year you had Chris Paul, and like, look, no matter what you want to say, they were up 3-2 when Chris Paul got hurt. We don't know what the hell would happen.
It should.
We don't know what the hell would happen.
Fifth, I'd definitely be drunk right now.
Fine.
And Steph Curry would have 4 straight rings.
Cool. Whatever. He don't. Regardless, he got hurt. He went down. You didn't have what you did with this. You don't have anybody else to spell Harden. Right now, you got Eric Gordon. You got Austin Rivers. You got Chris Paul. You got at least 3 to 4 people who can spell Harden if he needs a one or two possession break. You didn't have it a couple years ago, especially before Chris Paul came there. It really wasn't nobody besides Eric Gordon. And when Eric Gordon ain't on, it's all on you, Harden. It's on you. This is the first year you got other people to spell Harden. Also, again, it was other if Harden shot 1 for 17 from 3 2 years ago, it's a horrible game. Probably got 20 points. The man shot 1 for 17 from 3 and had 28 points. 38 points.
I mean, yeah,
because you can't
because he seeks the contact.
And
man. Seeks the contact.
Yes, and also we're getting to the point where like you just can't stop anything that he wants to do.
I can agree on that behalf. You really can't.
I don't know. Like you would think that. Oh well, again, like I keep going back to the 1 for 17 game, but he shot 1 for 17 from 3 and still managed to have 38 points. So, and what that
he
does
took too many threes. I don't hear you crucifying him for taking 17 threes.
Hold on. But look, also, I looked up a stat.
You be first one to complain about Steph Curry.
I saw a stat. I think over the last 2 games, I think 168 points. Every single basket was unassisted.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's amazing.
It's terrible basketball.
Beautiful.
Terrible
Beautiful
basketball. Terrible basketball. Look at that team record. Terrible basketball.
Because everybody's hurt. You can't stop. Look, you can't stop this man from scoring the basketball, which again I think helps in the playoffs because also I don't even think he's expending that much energy anymore. A lot of it is just like I'm gonna just get a call on this play, which is again why you see Boogie fouling out or Boogie averaging so many fouls, and Steph hasn't known a tendency to foul. All these guys like, yo, if he can just slow the game down by getting these people in fouls, we're going, all right, come on, Boogie, switch every single possession. Come on here and guard me. I'm gonna make you foul me every loony. Come on here and guard me. I'm gonna make you foul me every single fucking time. It's gonna be no rhythm to the game. It's legit like playing Shaq.
No, it's not, because you can even see the Lakers and other teams once they figure out that defensive strategy, make them go right the whole game long. It's not gonna be the same.
But look.
The problem was when Lonzo Ball got hurt, there was nobody else to be a playmaker. So Brandon Ingram, who was your primary defender on a Harden in that situation, then has to switch and become a primary playmaker. And you saw it in the fourth quarter and overtime when he was making plays and hitting shots. He was only put in a position to do that because Lonzo Ball hurt himself. But defenses are going to figure him out. There's still 40 games left. If he is still doing this at the end of the season, cool. Get that man an MVP, back-to-back MVP. I'm cool with that.
Real quick.
Perfectly fine with that. But until then, let's just chill out.
Before halftime, you realize we say they did a good job. I think it was 5 for 12, 16 points at halftime with Lonzo there. So again,
16 is good for him. The man averaging 35.
But listen, real quick. 16. So let's say you get 16 and a quarter. That's you still getting your average basically.
It wasn't a quarter. It was in a half.
Exactly.
32
in a half.
He averaging 35. That's less than his average.
Listen. If he's on pace 16, okay, right, he get 32 points. I would assume when everybody else comes back, he's not going to be average 35 points because there'll be no reason for it too.
Exactly. So it's like it is what it is.
But no, look, listen. If you still can't stop the man from scoring and you get the rest of the team back, you got it. Look, man. Look. Now, granted, Houston has to get healthy. They have to get healthy. They got a lot of injuries. A lot of people hurt right now. But again, I don't think there's a more battle-tested team.
And Melo's still on the roster.
And Melo's still on the roster. Funny as hell. But again, I don't think there's a more battle-tested team in the NBA right now than what Houston is. Houston and probably the Lakers. They know how to play a million different ways with a million different lineups because ain't nobody been healthy. And the Warriors up there too because they didn't have a lot of people in and out the lineup as well. But this Houston team, man, if they get everybody back and Harden go continue playing like this, look, man, we might be on the course for one of the most special seasons we've ever seen, like that I've seen in my generation as a basketball fan. And I truly believe that.
I mean, I'm not upset at it.
Like, this man looked different this year. He was always cold, but it was always things where it was like, I don't know, G. Like, I don't know if I believe
it ain't never been. Those things are in the playoffs, and it happened last year in the playoffs.
Yeah, but
we
this
can
year,
talk. We can talk till we purple in the face. We say that every year.
It looked different.
We've been saying that every year. We've been saying that every year. We've been saying every year Harden gonna be way better than he was the year before. We've been saying every year this crazy thing is gonna happen because Harden's gonna go, and then he winds up averaging 28 in the playoffs when he averaged 30 in the regular season.
I disagree with you. Here go what happened last year.
I'm sleepy on that.
No, look, last year I was saying you can throw the ball to Chris Paul and he can spell and like all.
That man rating on 2K at 81. I don't want to hear about that.
It's an 86.
Still.
This year, Chris Paul isn't even in my equation. I don't know what the fuck Chris Paul gonna do when he come back. I literally have no idea. He wasn't doing that much when he was here the first time. I don't know what he gonna do when he come back. He not even in my equation.
You're a king. Tony Parker playing way better than Chris Paul because Tony Parker better than Chris Paul.
I'm looking at everybody else and I'm looking at Harden. Harden just looks different to me. He never looked like this before. The man, like, I never looked at Harden and thought he was unstoppable. I literally think the man can't be stopped now. The man missed 16
he is unstoppable.
The man
until it come to winning time.
The man shot 1 for 17.
He's unstoppable until it comes to winning time. When it comes to winning time, then you can stop him because that man he be looking like a deer in headlights when it comes to winning time. Look, 27, big fella. That's not happening. That's not happening on a Steph Curry. I mean, Steph Curry not letting his team go 0 for 27 from 3.
Because
Kevin Durant not letting his team go 0 for 20. Russell Westbrook, he can't shoot, and Russell Westbrook ain't letting his team go 0 for 27 from 3. No, he ain't.
He might.
No, he ain't.
I mean, on that Thunder team, you probably wouldn't because PG can shoot better than probably catch and
not even. Even in 2016, they not going over 27. No, they not. I mean 2017.
Yes, they would.
No, they not. No,
they
not.
Gonna shoot the ball. Oladipo gonna shoot the ball in 2016, 2017.
They not going over 27.
Okay.
Even Raymond Felton, little pudgy ass, might have hit a goddamn 3.
Oh no, he not.
Yeah,
he gonna miss the fuck out of all the.
Russ gonna make a 3.
No, he not.
Yes, he is. You know who did make a 3 during that stretch? Harden. Exactly.
Russ very well.
Exactly.
Make a 3 as well.
Trash.
Look, man. I know what history
Talk to me in the playoffs.
When it comes to James Harden, but man, Harden looked different this year.
Talk to me in the playoffs.
But let's get off Harden.
We gon' slide, we gon' chill. She said she loves me, I'm her threat. She riding with me, she siding with me.